Steelers fans, Coach Kevin Smith with you doing our weekly breakdown of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to profile running back Najee Harris, who had a breakout game, best game of the year for Najee, 106 yards on just 14 carries in Pittsburgh's 32-13 victory in the desert against the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Steelers' 7-play, 80-yard third-quarter touchdown drive that gave them a 22-7 lead, Harris accounted for 68 of the yards on that drive, and he had two really special runs, and we're going to look at them here. All right, this first one is a mid-zone run to the left that Harris works all the way back to the right-hand side and then puts a beautiful little shake move on the corner that he pops now. Boom, shake for 26 yards, really got the drive started. Excellent run. Let's go back and break this thing down. So like I said, it's a mid-zone run to the left, and mid-zone means all these linemen here, starting with Dan Moore Jr. there to the right side of the screen, blocking out on the edge defender, Isaac Seumalo blocking out here on the 4-eye technique. Everybody's blocking a track to their left. You're going to get a double chip. Right here's Zach Frazier, the center, chipping on the zero nose and then working up to Robert Spillane. Mason McCormick now going to take that nose over. Right, Broderick Jones working here on the 4-eye tackle. Darnell Washington climbing to the backer, and on the back side, you're going to see Pat Freiermuth slam down and now turn out Max Crosby. And so Harris was sort of slide step to his left, and now he's kind of hitting this thing downhill right at Seumalo's butt. And the rule that he's probably got, the rule for most running backs on zone runs, is to bang or bend. And what that means is, man, if he's got an alley right here, he's going to bang that thing right up into that alley. But if he doesn't, he's going to look to bend this thing all the way to the backside. That's where a lot of the money gets made on zone, because you see all the linemen moving left and all the flow goes that way, and the defenders all work that way, and you can sometimes use that flow against them and work to the backside. So Harris starts in this run, and look at this right here. This is the key to making this run successful. He does a great job right here of keeping his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. And by keeping his shoulders square, he can go in any direction. He can go here. He can hit that little seam if he wants. If he hits that seam, if he bangs it in that seam, he probably makes 3 yards there. But what keeping his shoulders square really allows him to do is to see this backside cut, right? See Crosby up here kind of gets up the field too far, and Washington's now going to get a seal on this linebacker, and this thing's going to go to the backside, right? And Harris makes a nice cut, and now he's confronted by the corner falling back in, right? Here's the corner who kind of falls back into the play. And again, man, Harris could try and run him over. It's going to be a 3 or 4 yard gain, but instead, look at that jab step, man. Look where he sticks that right foot, man. That stick really just freezes the corner, and now he's going to go right by him. Oof, put that corner on his butt, man. That's a beautiful little shake move. One more time from the top. Stick right here, and now finish the run with a good strong forearm. This is a beautiful run and a great drive starter for the Steelers. Nice to see Najee with these kind of moves and this kind of acceleration. Okay, later in the drive, Harris is going to finish things with probably his most impressive run of the season. This is going to be on a toss sweep play to his left. The Steelers running kind of an outside zone concept where you're going to sort of crack down here with Freiermuth, and everybody else is going to reach up to their left. It's a full flow run play. It's really not blocked that well. The Steelers fail to put a hat on this corner who fills really aggressively, and also on Spillane, the backside backer, who you're going to see run through Pittsburgh's D-gap up there to their unbalanced formation. And Harris is going to make both of those guys miss on his own as he goes. Right here comes the toss, and watch those guys fill, and he just misses it, makes them both miss, bounces off of a defender, gets a little block from Freiermuth there, and he's gone. Right, okay, this is really impressive stuff. Here again, here's the toss, and as you see it right there, man, you've got Spillane and the corner both filling. It's really not a great job by Spillane. See how they're both outside of Harris? Ideally, the corner wants to be on Harris's outside shoulder, and you want to see Spillane coming more inside out, like from this direction, to clean that thing up. But Spillane over pursues a little bit. Harris just shrugs him off, and then he gets this little block, right? This is important right here. Pat Freiermuth really probably with the best block on the run. He just kind of gets in the way of the safety, but it's enough to spring Harris and he's gone down the sideline, and this finish is just awesome. Watch him launch himself, man. Ooh, that's a beautiful thing. He launches himself from about the 5-yard line, man. Watch. I love. Look at this launch point, man. He's just outside the 5-yard line when he takes off. I mean, that's a finish. Najee ran like a man possessed, and that was great to see because there's, been some times where you just felt like he's struggling to get going. He's not seeing the cuts. He's not accelerating. If I got a nitpick on this play, I'm not nitpicking on Najee. It's a great effort. I'm nitpicking on George Pickens. And, I just hate to see this from wide receivers. Here's Pickens down here. He's going to run a little bubble screen where he goes out and away from the ball. And it's really just designed to hold that corner right there. And he'll disappear from the screen. But as you run it, I mean, watch it. You just see Pickens walking. And he makes zero effort to try to even get into the play. And his corner, the guy that was over him, the guy that was covering Pickens, he's right here now, right? That's him. That's 18, the guy who was over top of Pickens, right? If we run it back, you see what a great effort by Vegas's corner to try to get all the way across the field. Wouldn't you love to see George Pickens hustle down and maybe try to pick him off as that corner, man, makes a pretty valiant effort to try to stop Harris at the goal line? But still, man, I'm nitpicking. I guess I can't expect wide receivers to want to block too often. Still, Najee Harris, man, his best game of the season. It was great to see him be able to finish some runs, to be able to have the burst to pull away from some defenders, to show both power and agility. Best game of the year for the Steelers running back.